What is going on, guys? Welcome to J Powell Music. And I just wanted to talk about we are less than a week away from the next Mars Volta album. That's been leaked already, but as a Mars Volta fan, I refuse. I refuse to listen to those leaks. I want to listen to the album um, during the time that it's supposed to release. So I'm very excited. I know I'm excited for it. I remember I have a bunch of videos, of course, on my channel talking about the current, prior release of the album, and a few folks have been messaging me as far as just like how the album is good. Definitely a different sound, but looking forward to it. But just kind of interesting. Just wanted to kind of talk about just kind of where I'm curious where Mars Volta's head is at the current time when it comes to this album release. Obviously, there's a lot of disappointment involved when it comes to the album being leaked. Right? It's like that's like one of the biggest sins, as as far as for a band to deal with, and not their sins, but when it comes to the just I don't know, unfortunate situations when it's like we make music. That's the main thing that we do, and someone's going to leak that before it's supposed to release. That's really hurtful. As a musician, so I can understand the disappointment that I'm assuming that they would have. Hopefully it doesn't impact their creative. Just as far as for them to make music in the future. So obviously, as we were talking about prior, or I think I mentioned in a video prior, they've been playing this new music for quite a bit of time. During this tour that they've been having, they've been opening for the Deftones. They've been playing this music kind of on the regular in a sense. New music, going through the album, new music, promoting that those tracks. So on one side of the spectrum, you could imagine that, well, while it is obviously unfortunate, someone can also understand that, I mean, sooner or later, somebody is going to leak it to some capacity, right? Unless you have very strict policies when it comes to, people, not being able to record something. But as far as for like the actual album being released, obviously that's much more of a deeper, darker, not darker criminal link, but it's something a little more involved. Someone, having to hack in or whatever the case may be. I remember seeing Jack White at the YouTube theater, and he was promoting not the No Name album. It was the one before that. Great performance, great performance. One of my favorite performances that I've seen. I'm a huge Jack White fan, and I remember, as we were in line or whatnot, getting to the venue or in the venue, but going through like the security clearance, whatever, they have you lock up your phone, right? They have you lock up your phone, because experience the have the music experience as it is, right? And I know some people are half on that. If that is some people don't like that. Some people like promoting stuff on social media as the music is going. But then also on the other side, I actually kind of like also just enjoying the music, enjoying the time, talking about, hey, I remember when I saw this was really great, X, Y, and Z, and just having our moments, having our memories from that, and not needing to have to capture everything all the time, right? And then when it comes to just music in general, it's weird that the sense of anticipation for an art is, it's like people are impatient to do so, or they just, it's like it's not doing anybody a favor. You're just hurting the art at the end of the day. Like there's a powerful sense of releasing a project when it's meant to be released. One of the worst things is that when a project is released and it's not done, right? And it's not like you released it and it's not done and you want to make refinements, that's a different thing. But when someone else releases a project that's not done, like that's incredibly hurtful. Like that's almost like, you're changing in like the change section of a clothing store, and then someone's like, hey, you ready? It's like, no, what the hell, So it's it's one of those things where it's just I really don't want, I mean, it's to some capacity it's been a norm, but I feel for them. You know, as someone who makes music, the last thing you want to do is have something released during a time frame where it's not supposed to release yet. You know, so as a Mars Volta fan, I'm looking forward to this. Excuse me, April 11th release. You know, I pre-ordered the CD, right? So I should be getting that shortly. It's funny. I recently got a optical drive. For those of you who are like, Drill, what the hell is an optical drive? That's how you can play the CD. So, you know, I have a CD player in my car, but then I got an optical drive as well. Cool thing about this one, you can actually store like USB drives and SD card slots and stuff too. So it's not just like a, you know, an annoying USB or an annoying optical drive on top of my computer. I can actually plug in some additional storage into it. So I thought that was kind of cool. But nevertheless, looking forward to this album. Of course, I'm going to be doing a long, in-depth review. I'm going to do some stuff on my YouTube shorts. Also, thanks for watching those as well. I've been cooking up on the KO2, which eventually I will have a video on that, kind of reviewing it. And yeah, J Powell Music. Catch you guys next video. Thanks a lot.